Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Heroes of Kriegeland. The morning greets you with the soft light of the rising sun spilling in from a window that did not exist the prior evening. Trumpets and thunder of many hooves ring upon the horizon as Valerio walks over to a doorway in the chamber. After a small dose of magic and a passphrase, the door changes form and opens into a descending stone staircase. You all slowly walk down one level to find yourself in the main entry chamber. The 15 other victors look to have stayed here for the night as they are walking outside. Where they stayed, there are 6 dining tables that look to be have been like emptied, and like a fireplace, and there's some cubbies where armor and cloaks and boots were hung and stuff, but there wasn't any beds or couches. not magic, dude.
The magic
couches.
The comfort
You've
couches?
never slept like that in your life. And it like infused good dreams and confident building 80s training montages in your head and your dreams last night.
How do we get these in real life?
I don't know. We gotta figure that out, though.
couch.
That's a good thing. I want a magically enhanced comfort couch for sure. And so you walk outside with everyone, and the King's Caravan and the Arcane Engine have come to Valerio's tower. Valerio then comes over to you. He's like, I have to run the Arcane Engine, so let me just give you, in honor of the King of Mysteries, I offer thee a riddle to aid your battle, Braxton.
All right, let me write this down.
It's very short.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Listen, boy. If your memory's that bad, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble trying to learn magic.
I didn't remember who Graxon was.
It's an obscure fight. Don't worry about that. I have so many great stories that not everyone can know all of them.
It's true. It's true.
I don't even know all of them. The riddle is, enraging the stone to take flight will fool the serpent to strike.
Okay.
Good luck. And he goes and he gets up onto the thing, says a few words of arcane script. Pinkish fire portal swirls into existence.
Yeah.
Comes into life, and the king speaks out. The sages are ready. The whole kingdom watches. Valerio's first law of heroism was the winning edge. But the laws of nature are cruel, and Kriegeland will need those that can endure even in the face of certain death. And so, the safety measures shall be removed from this contest, and you will face ever-strengthening waves of monsters until the last of your trio falls. We have the best clerics in the land ready to bring you back once it is done, but you are expected to keep your team alive until it is over. You will lose, brave heroes. Courage is the second law of heroism. The 4 teams that kill the most monsters shall move on in the tournament.
Oh, most monsters. Okay.
Kill the most monsters, get through the most waves. They announce the first team to enter, and the first one of their team is a surly-looking dwarf with, like, leather armor and a shield and a spear. And he mutters out loud, and he goes, not really quite sure what the point of this is, since Valerio's already got his favorites. And he kind of, like, glances to you 3 as he, like, goes into the portal. And then his team, which is another dwarf and, like, looks kind of like a cleric, hard to tell, but he's like kind of a frail, slightly malnourished with no hair at all guy. And those 3 go in and they go do.
I yell after him. You're right. What is the point?
the dwarf that said it must have missed it. And Valerio also says, never trust a dwarf to show any decorum. And everyone kind of chuckles. So you guys are standing there as the other players are doing their match. And so this is your opportunity to, if you want to talk to or engage with any of the other teams.
Because it's one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time. And you guys...
The dwarf team went in.
And the dwarf team just went in, yep. And they're first. And you shall be last, so that we can make sure that... So you guys get to
everybody watches.
We get to see what the score is that we need to beat. Okay, I like that.
You don't actually get to watch the matches. They don't show you the magical... They don't show you their matches. You're waiting by the portal, and then they'll tell you when to go. The next person when the next group goes in.
Do we get to see the team come out?
Yeah.
As in,
You don't
like-
know. You
Okay.
don't know, and as things go on, we'll kind of fill in the gaps a little bit. But
Okay. So we don't get to see the status of the people
Yeah,
leaving,
okay.
like if they're cut in half or something
Yeah.
like that.
yeah.
Beheaded. It's like, oh no.
Well, you wouldn't want to see that,
No.
so that's probably not going to help.
Connor, I want to see it.
I want to see it. I want to see it. So there's 12 other people, right? Because there's 18 total. You three weren't there. Then there's the other 15. 3 just went in. Yeah. Oh, so there's 15 total. 12 other than you guys
Okay.
are all
So
kind of like
there's-
Okay.
standing around. The trios are mostly together, but you can tell that everyone met their team last night. So there's not a lot of like camaraderie. And Giles will come up to you.
Okay.
And Giles is looking better. He's got better armor on.
Yeah, where's Mary? Is she around?
Yes, she's like standing over there with her. She's standing with her team, and they're kind of chatting. And she also looks like she's leveled up to level 1.
Excellent.
She's got a really nice, well carved like great club on her back, and she's got a little bit better armor on. Chainmail. She only had like leather armor on before, and now she's
Okay.
wearing chainmail.
So did Giles run up to him?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
come chat
So-
to him.
Hey, introduce me to this gentleman here, and then I will introduce you to that lovely woman
Ah,
over there.
well, this here is a great man, guided by the holy light of Mathandis. His name is Giles.
Giles.
So
Well
Gi-
met, Giles.
Giles nods. He's wearing chainmail. He's got a shield and sword. I think he uses sword.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't before, because now he was a level 0 clerk before. He had a mace and a shield.
Oh,
Now
okay.
he's got a better shield, and it's like got a sun on it, and he's got his Mathandis symbol.
Nice.
And he's like, yes. He's like after that fight, I really just or he's like I gotta let you know, you really inspired me, Helios. Your pacifism was so foolish that I went and I started training. He's like I just started training, and Mathandis, he brought forth to me extra power and the ability to harness his light in a way to become so. What he's trying to get at is he became like a war cleric.
Excellent.
He became a war cleric of Mathandis.
I congratulate him on that.
Good to see I can help you, my friend.
So I'm gonna do a little prestidigitation cantrip. My thing glows. My actual diamond, the only one I have.
The only actual gem.
Actually, it glows, and I say, "The followers of Braxton bear no ill will to the followers of Mathandis. Let me bless you." And I touch his shield and his armor with the fake glowing thing. Do you have any blessings for me?
He goes, alas, I must save them. Well, he'll cast the cantrip guidance on you, but it only lasts like a minute. You feel a little thing, and it's also kind of a thing. He's like, alas, I must save my stronger magic for the match.
Agreed.
And he goes, ooh, I'm glad I didn't indulge as some of the others, but last night the dwarves, they really rallied everyone to do a lot of drinking. And I'm starting to think it may have been a stratagem. And you can look around and you can see some people seem to be more affected by it than others.
How about them
But
couches?
then Giles' team comes up and it's a half orc, and he's wearing like armor. He's got a shield and a battle axe, and he's wearing an unholy symbol of Zargile. And the other guy that comes up with him is like a human fighter type. But neither of you, none of you guys have seen these two. And the half orc's like, who these? And he's like, Giles like, oh, this is Brog. Him and Biggs here. They're my team. And you look, and it's pretty formidable force looking, because it's half orc barbarian, human fighter, human war cleric. Classic like tank and spank trio. They're like, well, Brog think we talk. And Giles like, yeah, let's do it. It's good to see you, Helios.
Good
Good
to
luck
see you as well,
good
my
luck in
friend.
your match.
Good
We're
luck.
We're gonna go chat.
You
So
will
then
do
you guys are
fine,
gonna-
my friend.
You guys are gonna then move over
Go
to
talk
Mary.
Mary. I'll congratulate her on her performance and see that she's moving up in the world and wish her luck on her.
Yeah, so she's got like a finely carved. It looks like it maybe like druids made it. It's a finely carved like club, great club, and she's now wearing chainmail.
Ooh.
And she expresses to you, she's like, you really like inspired confidence in me. She's like, I was never like a battle type. But then when I ran in and started blocking arrows with my shield and I got in there, she's like, I think I want to be in the thick of it. But I must be true to myself. And this is her way of explaining that. She's a frontline fighting life cleric. So she's got enhanced healing, but she fights on the front lines while healing.
Yeah.
So that's her new shtick now that she's level 1.
Yeah.
And she's a real character now. Mary the cleric.
Yes.
Mary the life cleric.
I thought
And
I saw
Giles the
something in
war
you.
cleric.
Nice.
You had it in you all along. I'm very proud of you.
Please, she's like, meet my team. This is our leader, and of course she expresses that they have a leader. He walks over and he's like 6'4", steel-jawed, like Chad Paladin, and he's like Vance McCormick, and he comes to like
Vance McCormick.
you know, he comes and he shakes all of your hands and he's like Vance McCormick. He's like, you know, like Paladin of the Holy Light, and you know, he just kind of like talks about himself a little bit. And then the other one is also a much larger man than all of you are. Well, he's like, I don't know, 6'1" or something, but he's thick black wild hair and fur armor on, and he has a wolf with him.
Oh no.
And he wanders over, and he's got 2 long swords, and like 2 barbarian-built long swords. They have like bone handles. And he's like,
He's awesome.
and he's like, I am Caligar of Frost Peak. I couldn't remember. And he's like, and this is my wolf, Tabethia. She's like, this is my team. She's looking at you guys. She's looking at her guys. She's like, she's feeling good about her team.
She likes her chances. She's with 2 very strong, attractive men.
Yeah.
She's probably like, this is great.
So the next team gets called at this point, and the 3 people that go in, you guys are talking to Mary's team, chatting it up, and they're all pretty good guys. Mary's, you know, classic. I think she's Unessa. She's Unessa, life cleric.
Unessa.
Yeah. Yeah, life clerics are awesome. The enhanced heals and stuff like that are really good. So, Caligar is Greysworn, which is a type of alignment in this world. The Greysworn are people that essentially commit to total neutrality amongst all the gods and take any sign from any god as like a thing to do something for the gods, you know?
Interesting.
There are like Greysworn like clergies and stuff. Some people find them annoying, and some people will use Greysworn as like a cover, and it's just that they don't care about any of the gods, and they just say they're Greysworn, and they don't. And some even do it as like everything I do is granted by the gods, is of the gods and destiny,
use it as
because
an excuse.
use it as an excuse. So there's you've met a handful of decent Greysworns, you've met a handful of annoying Greysworns, you know.
Met a lot of those kind of people in real life.
And a lot of the barbarians up north are Greysworn because they just. The call of the wind and nature is all we care about. But as this other team's going in, it's another northern barbarian-looking type guy. Battle axe shield, and his shield has the has a Zargilian emblem on it.
So much Zargile here.
Yeah, and he gives a steely-eyed look to Caligar, and they both like as he's walking in there, like they both just like you guys notice they just. That conversation ends and they're both and he like does this like sidewalk in while he's like got his axe and shield out, and then he like steps through the portal, just never like, and Caligar's like, that's Volsk. He comes from the other tribe in the north, the Zargilian tribe of barbarians.
The Chaos Tribe.
Yeah, basically the Chaos Barbarians. And following him is this kind of out of shape, like 40-something-year-old human that has like a bald head with long, greasy brown hair and like a handlebar mustache, and his gut is like sticking out of his gut sticking out of his leather armor bit, and he just kind of like waltzes in. He's like, "We'll see y'all on the other side." And then he goes in, and then followed by him is an Eastern woman in like a very formal looking battle-made dress from the east, and she has very light armor on, and she's got like a really nice big like decorated with like feathers and ribbons. She has like a longbow and a quiver.
Oh.
And she walks in completely just silently, just follows her team. So those three go in. And and then the only other team you guys haven't talked to is there's three others, and so it's Hector of the Light, who is your opponent, and he's with two other people off there. One looks like a southern jungle dwelling wood elf, and she's got like green scales that grow out of her parts of her like forearms and her like knees and stuff. And then who's the other? Oh, and then the other guy with Hector is kind of like, he's got like a Van Helsing kind of look to him.
Nice.
Leather cap, long leather jacket, and like leather armor, and he's got hand crossbows and little tiny like reloadable small clips on him.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then by the time you guys finish up your conversation with Caligar and Mary and stuff, and like Giles comes back and talks to you guys a little bit, while the other two on his team like still just discussing, like they're like going over fighting formations because they're both it's axe and shield and shield and mace, I think, or shield and Morning Star. Yeah, Hector, shield and Morning Star. They're like, or not. I was thinking Giles. Anyway, the Brog and the fighter are just like practicing stuff, but then the next team goes in, which is Hector of the Light and the two mysterious ones with him that you never met. Then Vance, Caligar, and Mary go in. Mary comes up to Braxton one more time and is like, well, good luck.
You as well.
Well,
We'll see you on the other side.
Yep. And then the last team goes in, which is Brog is his name. Brog, the half orc. Brog and Giles and Biggs go in, and then that's everyone.
Okay.
And you never see where they come out from. You never see what happens. Valerio looks at you one last time. Do you remember the riddle?
We do.
Then it is time.
Angry stones and flying snakes or something like that. Let's go.
When you make
Then
the
it is
stone
time.
fly, you make the
If
snake
you have
strike.
preparation to make for battle, make it now.
Not yet. I don't need to do anything.
Do you
You,
imagine
Yeah.
shield
you,
now
know,
as
do you
well?
do mage armor, or do you just have shield?
Just have shield.
Are you gonna cast? Are you not gonna do your damage shield either? You're gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Sweet.
And these two don't have anything
Yeah,
that
I
they have to do. So Connor pulls his both his knives, flips them around
Yeah.
I'll just spin my thing again and slam it into the ground.
with a flash of coloring light. But some of the royal guards like, they start passing some like little coin purses around and some writing down stuff.
With a flourish.
Okay. As you step through the portal, your feet land upon dusty stone floors.